because the three Lions are in the World Cup semi-finals for the first time in 28 years, and we only came here to Russia for the experience. But what an experience. Even, to use the popular hashtag, Gareth Southgate would probably have a beer. Certainly a half. This time it was the other Harry, Mr. Maguire, who set England on the way. Dele Alli added a second and Jordan Pickford again played a big hand, on a number of occasions, in fact, to ensure England held on to a historic win they thoroughly deserved. Once again Southgate was able to console the opposition before going to acknowledge the growing contingent of England fans who are noisily following the extent of this progress in quantum leaps of disbelief. Their England side again had been enthusiastic, determined, focused and energetic. Much as we have come to expect in this tournament. Sweden, on the other hand, were very much Sweden, uncompromising in the two banks of four and lacking in any sort of individual threat. Initially, though, the sharpness was missing from England's passing game as they struggled to find the fluency they needed to pull that rigid matrix around it all. At least Southgate had the encouragement of seeing how confident England's own defensive unit, his potential Achilles heel coming into the tournament, is beginning to look. Faced by a more straightforward, physical assault from Sweden, both Harry Maguire and John Stones got in some settling early headers while Kyle Walker used his pace to tidy up on loose scraps around them. Sweden really were limited, though, and it was all about whether England could find the cohesion and imagination to find a path through. Raheem Sterling had his first real run at a backtracking defense in the 19th minute and Harry Kane leapt on a half-chance to fire a shot just wide of the post. Again, though, England had to wait for a corner before they could finally do the damage. Ashley Young delivered the perfect ball for Maguire to attack with determination and, stretching over Emil Forsberg, he buried his header into the corner. It could have been so much more before the break if only Sterling could find his England scoring boots. He regularly hit the back of the net last season and yet seems to freeze in an England shirt, at least has done since October 2015, just before half-time. He thought he'd broken the offside trap, only to completely fluff his chance when one-on-one, and then was spared by a very late assistance flag. Then, in injury time, a superb pass from Jordan Henderson again picked him out. He was onside, but his attempt to find a way round Robin Olsen was thwarted, and when he eventually fired in a shot, it was blocked by Andreas Granqvist. Sweden were bound to bring something extra out with them in the second half, and Jordan Pickford was at full stretch to prevent Marcus Berg from equalising within 2 minutes of the restart when he beat Young far too easily at the far post. Maguire headed the ball twice across goal from another set-piece, but neither time could an England player get on the end of it. But when Lingard chipped the ball in after 58 minutes, anybody could have put it in. As it was Dele Alli who nodded in an answer, perhaps, to critics who have questioned his worth in the team when fit. It was a cushion, but England did not have things their own way, and Pickford was called again to block well from Victor Clausen, with Henderson taking care of the Sweden midfielder's rebound effort. Then the Everton goalkeeper had to touch Berg's shot on the turn over the bar when Sweden threatened to break through again in the 72nd minute. New father Fabian Delph replaced Alli, and Eric Dier relieved Henderson of his duties, and England once again began to look reassuringly more strong. After Colombia, nobody had the stomach for a late drama and just wanted to move on to Moscow. They will be singing "Football's Coming Home" all the way. That may or may not be true. The important thing for now is that England certainly are not